Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
So in the world of Diddy, things are ever changing. Diddy's case has been mysteriously reassigned to a new judge. Judge Andrew Carter was the last judge to deny Diddy's bail, and as of yesterday, he is no longer presiding over Diddy's case. The case has now been assigned to Judge Aaron Subramanian. And there has not been an official word as to why Judge Carter exited the case, but there are a few theories that we are going to get into later on in this video. However, a new judge means a new set of ears for Diddy's attorneys to attempt to fight on his behalf to have him released on bond. And let's also talk about Diddy's previous bodyguard, Joe Sherman, that was named in Thalia Graves' lawsuit last week as the man that helped to SA her. Now, he categorically denies ever meeting this woman. He claims that he worked for Bad Boy in the 90s and he wasn't even in New York in 2001, and has alleged DMs from Thalia asking him to testify on her behalf against Diddy, and if he complied, her attorneys would keep him out of the proceeding. He believes that this was a money grab attempt and he was used as a scapegoat to try to make it happen. We are going to get into this story and so much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this story and so much more. Now let's get back into it. Now, I informed you a few days ago that one of Diddy's newest attorneys, attorney Alexandra Shapiro, filed a notice of appeal. Now, this wasn't an official appeal brief. This was just a notice stating that one was coming. And more than likely, the reason why the brief was not entered yet is because they knew that the judges were getting ready to change. So in the last denial for bond, Judge Carter said this: "So what do you want to do at this point? Do you want to set a trial date? Do you want to? Because I would. Well, I don't know. Do you want time to review the discovery that's going to be produced? Do you want to come back in 45 days? Or do you want to set a trial date? I could set a trial date if you want to set a trial date." Then Diddy's attorney, Mr. Agnifilo, said, "I understand." And then the judge said, "Whenever you want it, and if I can't try it, I'll find a colleague who can if you want to set a trial date." And while we don't know the actual reason why Judge Carter recused himself, Josh Russell, who is a New York courts reporter for the Courthouse News, chiefly Southern District of New York, states that Carter frequently recuses because his wife is a lawyer for Bank of New York Mellon and used to work for JP Morgan Chase. And typically, a judge would recuse himself as a precautionary measure to maintain impartiality and to avoid any appearance of conflict of interest. So now one of Diddy's newest attorneys, Alexandra Shapiro, who is known for being a beast at filing and winning appeals, can file an appeal brief with the new judge stating the reason why her client is not a threat to society and give her reason as to why she feels her client needs to be out on bail as he awaits trial. Now, a little bit about Judge Aaron Subramanian. He is the United States District Judge for the Southern District of New York. He was nominated by President Joe Biden and confirmed by the Senate in 2022. Before his appointment to the federal bench, he had a background in private practice and was known for his work in commercial litigation and intellectual property cases. Judge Subramanian has also served as an assistant United States attorney and has been involved in various legal and judicial organizations. His appointment is notable as he is one of the few South Asian judges on the federal bench. Now, as you know, Diddy has already been denied twice for bail. However, he does have two new attorneys on his team and now a new judge to listen to the case. So we'll see what happens. Now let's talk about Thalia Graves. Now, Thalia Graves and her attorney Gloria Allred held a press conference last week shortly after the lawsuit was released. In that lawsuit, she's naming Diddy, Diddy's companies, as well as Diddy's bodyguard, which is Joe Sherman. Now, in this lawsuit, she stated that her boyfriend was an executive for Bad Boy and she would often visit him at the office and go to Diddy's party. Now, she stated that Diddy once contacted her mentioning that he wanted to meet with her to discuss her boyfriend's performance. She ended up meeting up with him. She got in the car that she stated was driven by his bodyguard, Joe Sherman. She had a sip of something that had her a little woozy. She went inside the Bad Boy's office and they took advantage of her. The details of this lawsuit were gut-wrenching. They were hard to read. It was really hard for me to get through it. She mentioned that the incident was allegedly recorded and that video has been shown all around not only Bad Boy's offices, but she states that the bodyguard, Joe Sherman, has some type of video pornography company and the videos have been distributed and sold. But this is what he has to say.
Joe Sherman says he doesn't doubt the alleged victim's claims. He just says he wasn't involved. Sean Combs remains locked up in Lower Manhattan on federal charges that include sex trafficking.
It's a lie on me. That's all I'm saying.
Big Joe Sherman wants you to look at his face and listen.
I don't know this lady from anywhere.
You've never met her?
Never in my life.
He's talking about this woman, Thalia Graves, who appeared at a highly promoted news conference last week with attorney Gloria Allred.
The trauma of the assault has taken a toll on my mental health.
The attorney for Graves announcing a federal lawsuit claiming that in 2001, the then 25-year-old was drugged and bound and viciously raped in the Manhattan headquarters of Bad Boy Entertainment by music mogul Sean Diddy Combs with his bodyguard and head of security Joe Sherman.
I'm not questioning her integrity. I'm questioning her claims against me. I wasn't the head of the security. You got the wrong man. I've never seen you. I've never did anything negative with you. I've never been in the same room with you. Not only wasn't I there, I wasn't even in New York.
Sherman says he did security for Bad Boy Records in the 90s, but wasn't working for the company in 2001.
Here's me and Mariah Carey.
Sherman provided us with his personal album of photos with celebrity clients. He says he's protected over the years.
Me and Beyonce.
He says he did see Diddy at industry parties after Sherman left the company, but there was no relationship. Big Joe maintains he is being set up by false accusations.
Her and whoever that she's in cahoots with was orchestrating a money grab, and she wanted me to be part of that money grab. It says it right in her texts. And she wanted to get Diddy.
Sherman showed us texts from an Instagram account starting last November. He says his team has linked to Graves. We confirmed the connection. The first text asked if Sherman was a security guard for Puffy.
She confused me because she kept saying, "Are you Big Joe?" I said, "You're on my Instagram."
When she asked, "Are you Big Joe?" what did that mean to you?
That means that she don't know who I am.
The text asked him to call the number and goes on to say, "If you will be my witness against Diddy, then my attorneys will leave you out of any proceedings because we have statements that you physically showed over 8 people, videos of me and you to people in the studio." Sherman responded, "I don't know what the expletive you talking about. Know who the expletive you are." He was still named in the lawsuit. Was there any video?
Not only was there never a video, I never saw the woman. I'm nothing but a scapegoat for this BS. Because I wouldn't get Puffy and lie on Sean Combs.
We reached out to Allred asking about the texts and Sherman's denial that he was involved. Her email response, "The complaint speaks for itself. Our client looks forward to her day in court." Allred's lawsuit describes Sherman as being involved in a company that produces and distributes pornography.
I don't show nude women.
He says his media outlets publish urban rap magazines that often feature scantily clad women, arguing the photos are similar to ones he's posted on social media.
Am I wrong for having fun on my birthday? Yes, I did all that. I'm single. I'm amazing. You could call me that. But I never disrespected or seen this woman in my life. Come on. It's a money grab because they told you it's a money grab. And she know that what she did to me destroyed my family, destroyed my livelihood. I can't get a job.
Sherman's legal team says they plan on filing a counterclaim in the near future that will likely include defamation. Combs' attorneys have not yet responded to the lawsuit. Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.
Now, 11 days after Diddy settled his lawsuit with Cassie, Joe received this DM from a woman who claims to be Thalia. In one of the text messages, it says, "We have statements that you physically showed over 8 people videos of me and you to people in the studio. So if you are willing to give me a statement about my RAPE against Puffy, then the attorneys won't go after you for revenge, PORN, or distribution of a sexual act without consent. That's why I asked you to call me so I don't have to keep writing this." Joe feels like this is some type of shakedown to take down Diddy, and she needed an accomplice to try to do it, and when he wasn't there for it, his name got added into the lawsuit, and now it looks like he and his attorneys are looking to sue for defamation. I'm hoping that everyone that has filed these lawsuits are being completely honest about what's going on, because if not, that's going to make it very hard for the ones that are actually victims to come forward. What I need to do is hear from you. What do you think about everything going on in the world of Diddy? Do you think him having this new judge will change anything? And what do you think about his ex-bodyguard Joe coming forward saying he's never even met Thalia? Leave a comment and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. As always, thanks for watching. But before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any of my new episodes.